Have you ever paused to consider the profound significance of Jesus' crucifixion? Why does this singular event, which took place over 2,000 years ago, continue to echo through the ages and resonate with millions of people worldwide? Let's journey back in time to the 1st century, to the bustling city of Jerusalem, where our story begins. It was Passover, a time of high religious fervor when Jesus entered the city. People hailed him as the Messiah, their long-awaited deliverer, by spreading cloaks and palm branches on the road. But not everyone shared this enthusiasm. The religious leaders of the day saw him as a threat to their authority and influence. Jesus' actions in the temple further fueled their animosity. He overturned the tables of the money changers and those selling doves, accusing them of turning a house of prayer into a den of robbers. This public display of defiance against the religious establishment further exacerbated the tension. In the midst of this, Judas Iscariot, one of his 12 disciples, approached the religious leaders. For 30 pieces of silver, he agreed to betray Jesus. On the night of the Last Supper, Jesus shared a meal with his disciples, predicting his betrayal and instituting the Lord's Supper. The tension reached its climax in the Garden of Gethsemane. Here, Jesus wrestled with the prospect of what was to come. He prayed fervently, sweating drops of blood, expressing his desire for another way, yet ultimately submitting to God's will. His arrest followed shortly after, facilitated by Judas's infamous kiss of betrayal. Jesus then stood before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. Even though Pilate found no fault in him, he succumbed to the pressure of the crowd, who demanded Jesus' crucifixion. They led him away, carrying his own cross to a place called Golgotha, meaning the place of the skull, where they crucified him between two criminals. As he hung on the cross, Jesus uttered 7 final statements, each filled with profound meaning. His last words, "It is finished," marked the completion of his mission. He then gave up his spirit, and the curtain in the temple tore in two, symbolizing the end of the old covenant and the beginning of a new one. The crucifixion of Jesus was not merely an event in history. It was a cosmic act of love and sacrifice, a pivotal moment where God himself took on the weight of human sin to redeem his creation. The cross, an emblem of suffering and shame, became a symbol of hope and salvation. So as we reflect on the crucifixion, let's consider its significance in our own lives. How does Jesus' selfless act of love impact our understanding of sacrifice, forgiveness, and redemption? Perhaps in contemplating these questions, we will find a deeper understanding of the crucifixion's enduring relevance and transformative power. The crucifixion of Jesus, a moment of immense suffering, became the genesis of a story of hope and redemption that continues to inspire millions. It stands as a testament to the profound love of God, a love willing to endure the cross for the sake of humanity. It's a narrative that invites us all to reflect, to question, and ultimately to be transformed.